Well, recently, the medical examiners had released the cause of death for, our brother, the late Kevin Samuels. And, some of y'all people is out here saying very, very despicable things about that brother, saying the brother overdosed on some sort of illegal drugs and all kind of things that people were saying about this brother. That brother didn't even live his life like that. Come on now. Anybody that knew Kevin long enough knew how Kevin was kind of living to a point. Not to say we was with the man every day or anybody was, or even people that talked to him on the phone more. Shout out to Kellen, our business manager. He would talk to Kevin all the time, and like I said, I talked to Kevin, many times on panels and of course, we did an interview with Kevin a few years ago on our main news channel. So, we was all shocked when Kevin passed away. But everybody had something negative to say about Kevin. But when Kevin was alive, nobody wanted to challenge Kevin like that. It was amazing how everybody came out the woodwork when the brother passed away. So the medical examiner had came out and said that Kevin Samuels passed away with hypertension. Kevin, what they were saying, was on medication, but hypertension or high blood pressure is what they call the silent killer. And a lot of times in America, or definitely in what you would call the West, we deal with a little bit more things as black men. As a black man in America, you're just dealing with the stress of being a black man. That stress in itself that raises your blood pressure, even if you wasn't diagnosed with high blood pressure. Then we got to deal with the racism aspect. Then you got you trying to be a man daily, and everybody is against you being a man. White society is against you being a man. There's elements within our own community. Some of our sisters are against you being a man and leading the community, siding with white supremacy, actually, against the black man. Even some black men themselves are against black men from being the men that we should be. On top of that, we have to be honest and say, when it comes to our overall health as black men, America is one of the most obese countries in the world. One of them. And black men, definitely deal with obesity as well. And let me put myself in that. When I got back from South Africa in March, I said, wait a minute, because prior to COVID, I was straight. And then during the time of COVID, I sat up there and just let myself gain weight. And I said, oh, no, I got to do something about this. I said, this is not right and it's not good for my health. And so when I got back from South Africa, I went on here, started working on myself. And, I then dropped maybe about 35 pounds, which I'm happy about that. And I'm still working on it and still hitting the gym and working out 6 days a week and all the things I need to do so I can get down for the rest of the weight I need to lose. Because, having your right weight is always related to your health. A lot of times messages go out about the women and their weight, but as black men, we are overweight too. We're not the most skinniest thing walking around or the most healthy thing. Actually, speaking about skinny, a lot of people were shocked about Kevin because Kevin was slender and he didn't have no weight. But let me tell you something, fellas. Just because you may look slender on the outside, muscular on the outside, doesn't mean you got good things going on the inside. You may be the kind of guy that just don't gain no weight. So you feel that you could eat anything you want because you don't gain weight. But you may be dealing with high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and anything else. So don't never look at the outside and thinking, oh, just because I'm, in shape that I have nothing going on in the inside. No, there's another thing that we can pay attention to with our brother Kevin Samuels. Another thing that was very, very dangerous, and people that watch Kevin long enough can definitely know this. Kevin was drinking a lot of Red Bulls. In the petrochemical industry, there was a guy that drunk 3 of those Red Bulls in a 12-hour shift. After he drank the third Red Bull, the man had a heart attack and died. Now, in a lot of places, if you are caught with an energy drink in those facilities, a lot of times, they'll fire you because that stuff is not good for you. It's too much of a shock to your system with that much caffeine. Your heart isn't meant to be, shocked like that. Okay. And you drinking one after another energy drinks, go your behind the bed somewhere And the situation with Kevin, from what I heard, Kevin was only sleeping 2 to 3 hours a day. Now, Kevin, is a man in his 50s. I'm not Kevin's age at all. But even at my age, I go my behind the bed, because when I was a lot younger, hey, I could run with limited sleep. But now I'm like, oh no, I'm turning in, I'm definitely going to lay down by 11 or midnight. I'm going to lay down. Why? Because I need to get my rest. And I know about the 2-3 hour thing, because I used to do it. I used to do exactly what Kevin Samuels was doing, staying up only, sleeping only 2 or 3 hours, because I'm up here trying to work on my platform. I got multiple, things going on. I got, multiple YouTube channels. I got a website going on. I got, other businesses going on, that I'm trying to take care of. But it gets to a point that even if you are making certain amounts of money, you got to develop a team to alleviate some of that for you. You can't do everything by yourself, because that's going to wear you out. You got to get other people. See, another thing, content creators, if you're listening, don't let that audience take you out of here, because you keep feeding the audience and giving them stuff like that. Oh yeah, they like it, but your health is going down because you're not taking time for yourself. Go yourself to bed. Another thing, take vacation. Take you a vacation. Kevin Samuels talked a lot about, overseas women at times and stuff like that. It'd have been great to see Kevin going to a beach somewhere. Let's say if Kevin going to the Maldives, or one of my favorite places, Mombasa, Kenya, the beaches over there, or he in Cape Town on the beach in South Africa. He's chilling. He got him a fly Airbnb off of the water. And Kevin could just be doing his vacation. He want to do a show that week, he could. Or he'd say, hey, y'all, I'm not even tripping on these women out here. Look, I'm cool. I'm doing my show from Cape Town, South Africa on the beach. I'm just having a great time, right? It'd have been great to see Kevin do that. But one thing that Kevin was doing, and also since we know he had high blood pressure, fellas, you can't let these women take you out of here. See, Kevin chose to deal with those women every night. Every night they was combative. They didn't want to listen, and raising that man's blood pressure all the time. Over night after night after night after night after night. I don't really see too many brothers following Kevin with that model, because I can say, and I believe that contributed to, him being stressed out dealing with those women. Because I'm going to tell you, from having a platform, just because you cut off that camera don't mean you're not dealing with an issue after the camera's off. Now, not on this particular channel, but my African Diaspora News channel, my bigger channel, it was a good thing for me to get other people to help make content there and other contributors. Why? It became too much on me. It got too stressful for me. It was affecting my mental health, all the type of content that we report over there. And I was like, you know what? I figured out that travel was actually my medicine, and other people helping is what helped me out a lot. Some of y'all want to do it all by yourself. You don't want to give up that money. Look, when you make a certain amount of money, you better pay out a certain amount of money, because the IRS will come at you if you don't. So it's better that if you help yourself by paying somebody to do a job for you, it helps you on your taxes and also alleviates you where you can go to bed and you don't have to worry about certain things. Some of you in your mind think, well, if I pay them, I'm losing money. No. Actually, you're paying them, you may gain more money. It's like any big corporation. They have employees, or employees help them make money. If the CEO do all the jobs, then there's only so much money the CEO can do. But if you hire people, then it makes, you more money, right? And once you get to a point of a CEO, you shouldn't be working that hard. Now, I know you got to build infrastructure. I get it. But Kevin, like I said, he wasn't sleeping. That's why he was drinking the Red Bulls, which was a no-no of someone having high blood pressure, which is a no-no. Dealing with these, women who's hard-headed, right? Dealing with them all the time. The stress of his platform just in itself is a combination of things that the brother was dealing with. But what should we do as black men? Black men, we should, like I said, take care of our health. When last time you been to a doctor, brother? When last time you been to a doctor? A lot of us as black men don't see the doctor. I recently made my doctor's appointment for Monday, actually, to go get you a thorough checkup. Well, you make sure you fast so you can get your labs done. And brother, take your medication. Take your medication, because that's another thing too. We as black men, if we diagnose with something, we don't want to take our medication. We got to do that, fellas. We're not going to be here. Black men shouldn't be dying in their 50s, man. There are plenty of people that got hypertension and is in their 80s and 90s with it. It's something that can be controlled. You can't eat all that salt like that if you got high blood pressure. All that cheese that has a lot of salt and all of that. You got to change your diet, brother, especially if you have high blood pressure. You have to. I don't even put salt in my food. I put turmeric in my food. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that too much salt, will make me retain water, and I could see it, like at least on me, with my left leg, I can see it. So that's why I don't even fool with any kind of salt, and I don't miss it by putting turmeric in it. Brother, take your vacation. Take a vacation. Some of y'all got vacation at work and you don't take it. Why are you not taking it? It's a benefit. You even get sick time. Take your sick time and your vacation time. Take it all. It's a benefit. And go your behind somewhere. And I'm telling you from personal experience, get your doggone passport and go out this country. Because as long as you're in this country, a certain stress is going to be on you no matter what state you traveling to or whatever. You're still dealing with the United States and they crap. You need a break. Should go to Aruba or something. You don't want to spend too much money, right? Go to Aruba, go to the Bahamas, go, somewhere, just somewhere, something different. You want to go to the Maldives. You want to go to certain places in the African continent, which, like I say, my stomping ground is the African continent. That's what I love. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, you want to go out to, Istanbul, Turkey or something like that. You want to get your teeth done, as black men. You want to have your teeth straight and all of that. Shoot, go to Istanbul. They got plenty of that out there. That's what a lot of people. Well, I know people going to Colombia and Istanbul to get their teeth done. I know that much. But hey, I'm actually liking that people getting their teeth done these days. It's better than that grill mess that they had in their mouth from years ago. But yeah, take a vacation. And another thing, fellas, do not listen to none of these females telling you anything about who you want to be with or whatever. Because you need peace in your life, fellas. You need peace. Whatever kind of woman you like, if that woman likes you back, if that woman loves you, if she brings peace to your life and it brings joy to your life, be with that woman. You don't need no woman causing you health problems, causing you stress. Some of you fellas dealing with these quote unquote toxic women. Some of you actually like it, and that's killing you too. You got high blood pressure too, and you dealing with some woman always arguing, always this, having an attitude like, well, if an argument not going on, then it's weird to me if we don't argue. No, toxicity gotta go. You have to focus on your peace, your inner peace, brothers. Because one thing as black men, we don't focus on peace. We deal with too much negativity. Because let me tell you something. All these people that got conversation to you, trying to tell you what you should and should not be doing in your personal life when it comes to your woman or anything else, they're not going to be at your funeral. They're not going to do nothing for you. And they're going to move on and go complain about something else. And if you actually told them the truth, they'd probably be celebrating your death like they did Brother Kevin. So why in the world are some of you brothers paying attention to what some of these people are saying, male and female? It don't matter. You need to live your life in a way where you are happy and content. But take care of yourself, brother. If you haven't been to the doctor, make an appointment today. Make an appointment. Say, hey, I ain't been in. I need a thorough checkup. Brother Will Smith, he had a checkup and found out he had some polyps, in which, if you don't deal with those polyps, that can turn into colon cancer. He found that on a checkup. What if Brother Will didn't go to the doctor for years? And then he finally go, and it turns to stage 4 cancer. And the doctor say, well, Will, you'd have came in 2 years ago when you were dealing with this. This wouldn't have got this far. So black men, go to the doctor. Stop being afraid and take your doggone medicine. And we need to work. All of us need a gym membership. All of us, so we can get our behinds in shape. We got to take care of ourselves, brothers. Especially you got kids out here. They dependent on you. They need you. You got a wife. She needs you too. We got to take care of ourselves, man. We got to. And no YouTube platform is worth your doggone life. None. Go your behind the bed and leave the Red Bulls alone. But let me know what y'all think about this, brothers. Like I said, Kevin is not here anymore, and I hate to hear that. But he had so much promise and so much, place that he was going. But it's just some things that, now that we know what the cause of death is, hypertension, high blood pressure is something that can be controlled. And in some instances, you can get rid of it. In some instances, now some people can't, because some people are just hereditary. But the ones that possibly could take care of yourself and get rid of it, that's also a goal. And we should want to get rid of it. But brothers, take care of yourself. Please see your doctor, make an appointment, start working out, changing your diet, getting in shape, leave the dairy alone, leave all the carbs alone, start getting on some resistance training and some cardio, or get you a trainer, whatever you need to do. But let's start taking care of ourselves, brothers. Because, Kevin would have told y'all the same thing, but behind the scenes, Kevin was dealing with a lot, and he was, had a lot coming at him and not sleeping as he should and all of that. And like I said, when you get to a certain age, especially in your 50s, you can't be moving like that.